You can remove your hand now, Carol.
Can you hear me, Carol?
Open the meeting for comments and public at this time. You can do an hour later, dear, whatever, doesn't matter, okay. All right, close that section of the meeting. Okay, you have a chance at the end of the meeting. Public hearing, local law 5, providing the appointment of alternate members to the zoning board of appeals of the village of Rouses. And I open that up for discussion at this time. There's no discussion, close the public hearing. Need a motion to, you have to advertise something now, Carol?
No, I already did that. So.
Okay, it's all done. All right. Minutes of the previous meeting, October 6th.
Excuse me,
Board, you all have copies. Is there any additions or deletions?
George, excuse me. You closed the public hearing, did you want to vote on that now, or?
Oh, well, that's what we asked you, do we have to?
Oh, you said publish, I didn't, did you want to vote
I
on it?
didn't say vote. We can vote on it after the minutes.
Okay, fine.
Okay. You all have copies of the minutes. Is there any additions or deletions?
I'll make a motion to accept the regular meeting minutes of October 6, 2008.
Second it.
Moved by trustee Garrison, seconded by trustee Baker. Any discussion? There being no discussion, all those in favor, vote by the usual sign of aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. All right, we need a motion to go ahead with the amendment to local law 5.
I'll make a motion to provide the appointment of alternate members to the zoning board of appeals of the village of Rouses Point.
I'll second
Moved by trustee Jefferson, seconded by trustee Baker. Any discussion? There being no discussion, all those in favor?
it.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, motion carries. Bills, you all have copies of the bills. Do we have any additions or deletions, Roseanne?
We have two additions this evening.
I hear just in time.
One is New York State sales tax, $1,235.96 is the September sales tax. And the other one is the New York Power Authority, $78,746.64. That's your monthly bill.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to pay the bills as amended tonight.
I'll second it.
I don't think you have much choice. Motion made by trustee Jefferson, seconded by trustee Baker. Is there any discussion? There being no discussion, all those in favor, vote by the usual sign of aye.
Aye.
Correspondence,
I have none.
thank you, ma'am. Report of mayor and the board of trustees. First thing on my agenda is the announcement of fall cleanup. Will be commenced on October 27th and go through October 31st, right through Halloween. Residents are reminded that this collection is for pickup of bag leaves, shrubs, tree limbs less than 3 inches in diameter only. There will be no pickup of paint cans, tires, stumps, waste oil, stone, cement, or wood. Residents are requested that requested to bag all leaves in clear bags only and place in the curbside so they can be picked up. Okay, next thing, update on IEP. Brian and I attended the IEP meeting a week or two ago.
October 1st.
Yeah, whatever it was anyway. Here or there. You know, we're in pretty good shape with our IEP. We've got to look for more ways to spend money.
We just came up with something.
And we've already got one.
Yep.
But the IEP wants us to run another light bulb campaign. So in the next couple of months, we'll set it up before Christmas and give everybody a couple more light bulbs. I was amazed at the amount of energy that those light bulbs save. They have facts and figures. It's scary.
Maybe we could take the old, if they have any ones that
Yeah,
burned
okay.
out, we could recycle them out, pick them up for them.
Yeah.
Exchange them
We're
out.
gonna have to set up some sort of a drum somewhere, and then IEP, I think, is going to take them themselves to dispose of them properly, but a drop-off point where people can come in and drop those compact person balls off that are burned out. According to,
You mean the squiggle ones?
yeah, compact persons, according to the company, they're supposed to be good for about 7 years, so we should have a little while to wait.
Yeah, really?
Got a letter on the 14th of October from the Power Authority, and under the contract of, whatever it was here, 1992 or whatever, the Economic Development Program, the Village of Rouses Point is going to lose that's a reduction of contact demands of 17 kilowatts. And that's because Boonville is gonna pick up some, they're gonna pick up an additional 550 kilowatts. So it's spread out over all the units. Plattsburgh's gonna lose 46, Rockville Center 23, Spencerport 33. Some of them are only losing 2 and 3, but, okay, there's nothing we can do about it, we signed the contract. Compact fluorescents. Discussion, 4th of July celebration. And I wanna say the quadcentennial. Jerry Pablo has agreed to chair that as an overall, like, chairman type thing. She can't do it all. People out there in this community have got to start considering pitching in and helping. It's a big year.
They are though. Some are, but we need more.
You know, we're gonna share, some state money with the city of Plattsburgh, a little over 20,000. And there's been a lot of events planned. But the major one, around the 4th of July, the parade and all that, we really need to get some people on board. So, I'm putting it out there, if you see somebody, if any organization's interested in anything, please get hold of Jerry, because we've got to start now, we can't wait till the last minute. Any board, got any members, have any comments on it?
Can I make one?
Yes, ma'am, you certainly
The
may.
organizations, we don't want, I really haven't gotten into this, but the organizations that are already involved will stay involved.
Oh, yeah, I know that, yeah.
We're not, nothing is changing here. Like Sportsman's does their thing, the auxiliary does their thing, the merchants do their thing. None of that is changing. We're just gonna try and find some more things to bring in, to bring more people into the village at that time.
Yeah, we could use a few more things on Sunday.
Yes.
Like they haven't run the beer tent because they just didn't have enough people to do that.
Yeah.
You've got to be very selective, you know, who you get in and handle cash and
Yeah.
you know, because everything's got to be run, you know, right by the book. Well, if we had more money, we could put more fireworks in, and I'm sure we can get some more entries for the parade too.
Well, we might have another, $4,500 maybe for the parade.
Wow.
There's gonna be, there'll be more. Oh, well, it gets approved.
Now, just putting it out there, you know somebody or somebody else, you know, that might willing to help, we sure can use it.
I think we know somebody that might do a car show too. If you want a car show brought in, I think if we approach this person, I think he'll put it together, but he needs to know now. You know, my only concern is that we can't wait till May.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, it has to start.
And the car show is good because it brings people for the barbecue. And then we can ask some of the people from the car show to be in the parade too, and it adds to the length of the parade. It just makes a nicer parade.
Alrighty, all right. No supplemental, I guess that's it for me. I think I got. Oh, yeah. We have been contacted, or I have been contacted by the Municipal Electric Association to host the Northern Regional meeting here in June. I have not given them a definite answer. This is a project that the whole board's gonna have to get involved in. John has agreed if we do it to set up the golf tournament. They have a one-day golf tournament. We need some activities for non-golfers to do. We need the place to have lunch, meetings, and dinner. And of course,
I could help with that.
well, I think, the possibility of doing it at the golf club, everything that, right there, because they're gonna be playing golf there, that's one possibility.
Yeah.
We need,
We need one dinner too, don't we?
yeah, dinner at night. Thursday, usually on a Thursday, it would be Thursday night.
We could maybe have a little reception too down by the
You know,
down by the water, you know?
they usually have a reception right there before the dinner, and usually one of, like Wilson and Wilson, or one of the vendors pay for that. I know in Messina, Wilson paid for the reception. We may have to kick in a few bucks for some hors d'oeuvres, but the bar was picked up by Wilson and Wilson. We have to talk to some of the vendors, but we need to start now, guys. June comes fast, and we have to pick a date, and I will be talking with the executive director Thursday in Syracuse, so as far as the board is concerned, it's a go. I don't need a motion, I just want a complete consensus of
But we
opinion.
just really need a commitment from everybody that can you
Well,
do.
John is already on board with that. I
I'll
talked
help
to him
with
earlier.
with the other, as far as setting up the dinner and, you know,
Okay.
I can handle that. Don't
I
worry,
think we
we'll have
did-
some
I
stuff.
think they did that many years ago.
92,
92?
when Bob O'Neill was president of the municipal electric.
Well, it'd be good PR for the village still.
That's it for me, Brian Jefferson,
Okay.
trustee Jefferson.
Thank you, George. Tonight, I'd like to make a motion to authorize the clerk to publish a legal notice to go out to bid for diatomaceous earth, and I'll put that in the form of a motion.
Where's my second? Any discussion? There being no discussion, all those in favor, vote by your consent of aye.
Aye. Okay, and the other item on my agenda tonight is just a little bit of an update on the water storage tank. First, yeah, well, a lot of people, I guess, it's been in the paper, but the water, water hydrants are turned off because of the problem with the water tank. The tank is still a little bit behind on schedule, it's not quite done. The inside of it's pretty well taken care of, but they're having trouble with the pipe that's leaking.
Yep.
And so we're not quite back up to snuff on it, so,
That's gonna be welded tomorrow and everything.
Yeah, I just got an email tonight from Landmark, their lift is coming in tomorrow. They couldn't find an 80-foot lift, they're bringing one in from Rochester, will be here tomorrow. Welder will be here, weld it, and then, we want Atlantic testing to x-ray all the wells.
Yep.
And then, when that's done, we can start drilling.
so it should be done within, like, by the 1st of November, George? or
I would think so, if everything goes well.
John said 2 days for him to weld them, I don't know how long it takes to actually.
something? John's gonna do the welding?
Yeah.
Good. So that's where we stand. We've always got a backup plan in the village if we had a big fire or something. Some of the people were nervous because the hydrants are covered and stuff, so everything's all taken care of there. And that's all I have on my agenda tonight.
Thank you, trustee Jefferson. Trustee Baker?
Well, all I have is this note from Mike O'Brien on this insulation and stuff falling off the roof ceiling in the rec center here. And we got a thing here, we can
We're gonna pursue that, start pursuing that tomorrow.
pursue this and get a new ceiling put in next year, after a hockey season.
We got something that's Star Energy approved, Brian.
Yeah, you paid for it.
Yep.
Yeah. And basically, by us cleaning the roof and putting water and pressurized getting up on the roof. It took the insulation, it wet it down, so there's big chunks of the insulation that are coming off the roof, and
Don't get hurt on this
we
game.
don't want anybody to get hurt, and it's not good for business. So we're gonna come in next week, and we're gonna put tarps down, and we're gonna lift up and take sections of it out. And then hopefully in the spring, it'll all be taken care of, and the inside of the rink should be taken care of, so we should be back in business.
That it, Bumper?
That's all I have.
Oh, boy. Thank you, trustee Baker. Harold?
Nothing?
Oh, good for you. Arson?
Just a couple items. Just want to let the board know that the county treasurer's office is having a meeting regarding the centralized tax database this Thursday, so I will be attending that. I'll let you know more about what's going on when we get to that. Also too, on Thursday, Tracy will be going to a meeting at social services regarding
Yeah, that's it.
procedures and
Very good.
regarding health or those programs.
That's it?
That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Brian?
Yeah, I just wanna inform the board, that, Tom Reed and the wastewater treatment, you guys been helping us quite a bit on like painting the library, a lot of these inside jobs that had to be done. They painted some of our, snowplow equipment, just so we can continue working on the outside and with good weather on our summer projects. But, I really, they really came above and beyond to help us out this fall. I really appreciate Tom and Ernie and Grant for what they've done.
I borrowed a couple signs earlier in the year for our boat operation, local traffic only, and the operation is done, so I went down, I took them, and I brought them back to the blue building, and I told Danny about that. So I had 3 cones and 2 little signs, so I returned them.
That's it? Thank you. Open the meeting to the public at this time.
I just, and when he was talking about the library, reminded me they had their fall festival on Saturday, and I attended, it was here. It was a very nice event, it was put on by the Friends of the Library, I know Jerry worked that day. And the time I was there, we got a lot of comments on the, room that was painted. And,
good.
I was asked about the children's room, when that was gonna get painted. I know they haven't painted it because the bricks are supposed to be pointed in the front or something.
Yeah. I
And
gotta
I
get
was
after,
asked how that was going along, so I'm just bringing that out to the board.
thank you, I'll get after Dougie, because they're supposed to be putting a package together, go out to bid for that. There's money in the budget for that.
You know,
Yeah, but the cold weather coming up, might not be able to do it.
Well, you'd be surprised if they can do it today.
When they repaired that wall in the wintertime.
yeah,
Who was that, Tom?
Kaz.
Kaz?
Yeah, I like that guy too, he's a nice
Yeah,
guy.
Yeah, he does very nice work.
Yeah, he did a bunch of stuff for the veterans in Plattsburgh too, he did really nice work.
All right, open the meeting public this time.
I just have 2 comments. I was gonna say how nice that the room at the library looked too. And compliment whoever did the painting and stuff. And the other thing is the tours of Fort Montgomery, we had 82 people.
Wow.
Yeah, we had 60, we had 2 tours on Saturday, 30 each, and then we had another 22 people on Sunday.
Good.
Very good.
Any movement on that, Jerry?
Jim should be pretty, Jim Menard, or whatever his name is there.
Millard?
Millard must be happy.
Yes.
I saw it on eBay again the other day.
Yeah, there's something else going on too with the state of New York, but I don't know where it's at, but, I think, well, not just giving tours of the fort and the great exposure it gets, but it gives great exposure to the village of Rouses Point. Because I had people tell me that they ate in different places, and I had one woman that came up from Fort Henry, she says, tell me your secret. What are you doing in Rouses Point? Your village is so beautiful. So, thank
Love
you
to hear it.
to all of you and the village crew and you're the ones that make it happen.
They came up to the Legion the other day because our Legion is doing so good that the other places around the New York State came up on Sunday to see what we're doing, to steal some of our ideas to help the Legions and the other villages and stuff.
Yeah.
You might know a little bit more about that, John.
The fourth board deal came up, all the officers came up, we had a dinner and things up here, had a meeting up here. It's pretty well attended, so that helps out a little bit, gets more people in town anyway.
Right? Yeah. Shows them what we have here in the village.
Good for the village.
All righty.
Hey, George, one
Yes,
other
sir.
thing, we've down and attended that planning board seminar down there in Saratoga. 2 days, myself and the code enforcement officer and some people from Champlain. And as usual, it was very productive and it was really good. As usual, it's the greatest place to go for all that information. And I got a bunch of it I'm gonna bring back for the rest of us. Just gotta get it all together.
Very good,
Yeah,
John.
it was a good trip.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I heard it was very good.
Guess what? No executive sessions. I need a motion for adjournment.
I make a motion, you're second.
I'll second that.
22.
Stanley, did,